following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah! Go Cowboys! This is Talkin Cowboys. Streaming live from the Dallas Cowboys World Headquarters at the Star in Frisco.
C.D. Lamb, touchdown.
Parsons has sacked it. Prescott keeps it, and he bangs it in for the touchdown.
And now your hosts, Isaiah Stanback, Patrik Walker, Josh Rodriguez, and Kyle Youmans.
It's a Talkin Tuesday edition of Talkin Cowboys presented by Black Rifle Coffee Company, live from the Star in Frisco, Texas, and the SWBC studios. Welcome in, everybody. We've got the whole cast and crew ready for you to rock today. Patrik "No-C" Walker is back in the building. Josh Rodriguez, Isaiah Stanback with his back brace, and
That's right.
Chris Beam in the back as always. We're
Yes, sir.
back in business.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
Kyle Youmans.
What's up, Kyle?
What's up, gentlemen?
How we
It's
doing?
always good to have the full crew here.
It is. You guys cooked yesterday.
Thanks,
you guys
man.
cooked yesterday.
We missed you.
We didn't have a
Thank
show
you,
yesterday.
man. You're a liar.
We had a microwave yesterday.
Devil is a lie.
Today we have a whole oven.
Ooh.
That's right.
Like that.
You know why?
Why?
What is today called, Kyle?
It is Talkin
Tuesday. That means
us up.
get out your cellular devices and get on the line. Shoot us a call. We want to talk to you people. It's been too long.
Holler at us.
It has been a long time. I was just saying, when Josh yesterday on the show, we had not rehearsed. He was like, "Oh, what's the phone number to call?" And I was like, 888-855-2297. And I remember being surprised at myself that I was able to
It's impressive.
make it happen.
But it
It's been a
actually
minute.
is 888 TLK CBYS.
There you go.
The only phone number named after a podcast in this entire building. And guess what? It's Talkin Cowboys.
It's almost like this is the best podcast in the building.
I don't know.
Almost.
Actually, you do know.
What do you mean almost?
It's arguable.
I didn't mean almost.
Arguably.
It is
Said it, but I
arguable,
didn't mean
Patrick.
it. Who's arguing?
Everybody.
Everyone.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. That's how it all goes.
Why can't we have peace?
Do you think that there's another podcast on this platform that collectively watches film?
No.
Collectively?
Collectively. Not
Yes.
saying individuals. I'm saying collectively.
As
Yes.
a group.
You think there's another podcast that can compete with us on that level?
On any?
Compete is it's a spectrum, right? But I'm saying I think there are a lot of podcasts that watch film on this.
No, no.
And as someone that works on all of the shows, it's sort of in the background.
Yeah.
We have really good shows on here.
No,
I'm not
for
here-
sure. No,
I'm
no,
not
no,
here
no.
for the slights.
No,
and
but there's
the-
levels.
there are levels to this.
There's levels of everything. Every
Talking Cowboys
industry,
is where it's
every profession, every skill set, there's levels. And Talking Cowboys just happen to be at the peak.
I like it.
I'm here for
I mean,
the
who's
slights.
here at 7 a.m. watching film in the training table?
I know one guy.
Listen,
Some
I'm
guys
here
get
for the
there.
slights when it comes to one pod in particular, but that's only because they throw shade.
Hey,
But they're not worth mentioning, so.
Yeah, I don't even like having this conversation. I'm not
I do.
completely lie because people came here to listen about the Talkin Cowboys.
That's right. Well, they're listening to us, obviously.
all love to all the shows. It's just
I-
in good fun.
It's
wanna
really
hear-
in good fun.
I want to hear about news
But
and notes.
we're number one.
That is
I
news.
want to hear about news and notes.
It
And
is
that's
news.
why we're number one, is because we get into the topics of conversation and have fun while doing it.
We do.
The Cowboys did place a guy named Perrion Winfrey.
Yeah, he went to injured reserve with the back issue that cropped up on him 2 weeks ago in practice, I want to say. He was preparing for the Philadelphia Eagles. I know. That one's close to your heart.
It's a pen throw.
The celebration video was so great.
seen one.
And now we
Yeah,
hear this.
but football going football. You know, football going football. You love Perrion Winfrey's story. You love the emotional roller coaster that he went on, and we're not doing that.
You got to
We're not doing that. But unfortunately, he's going to be down for a minimum of 4 games. If he recovers and he makes progress, then there is a possibility we will see him after 4 games, but not before then. So we'll see how that works, because it looks like, based upon what owner and general manager Jerry Jones told 105.3 The Fan this morning, he quote-unquote suspects that Mozzie Smith will be inactive again against the New York Giants. So hand up.
If Winfrey went on IR, was there any other moves that were made to replace his spot on the roster?
At the moment, no.
Oh, so there's an open roster spot.
There is. There's also a Ryan Flanoy on your practice squad.
Well, and Mozzie Smith was inactive.
Yeah.
And
I mean, he
plans to
already
be-
has a roster spot.
But he just said that Mr. Jones this morning said that he plans on him
He said he suspects that Mozzie Smith will be inactive again.
Yeah, I thought he kind of misunderstood the question.
May have.
The way that I interpreted that is he didn't have any idea because he thought the Jaden Blue ask was an injury ask, and I think he related that to Mozzie too. So unless Mozzie's dealing with an injury that we don't know about,
right,
then there's a conversation to be had.
I could see that. It's
the way I don't know if I would throw a whole lot of.
Yeah, he said we came out clean.
Yeah, going into
so he
Mozzie.
said I don't. But the part that kind of stuck out when he said we came out pretty clean, so I don't suspect anything to be different.
Understood.
So if you go with that part alone, I don't suspect anything to be different.
We're not going to dive into his comments like
you're
Trey
not
Songz.
wrong. I just don't know if I would put a ton of stock into that because I think he misunderstood.
I think you could combine that with what Shotty was saying as far as the Mozzie question and saying that he needs to see consistency. And until he sees the consistency, which means you see it, you don't simply have a great day of practice on Wednesday and then you turn down on Thursday and then try to turn back.
He said that about Blue as well, right?
At Blue as well. So these are the two guys that Jerry was asked about as well.
But there's a roster spot open.
If we're talking consistency, though, if we're talking consistency, one of the only teams that Mozzie really has a lot of success against is the New York Giants.
That is true.
I mean, if we're talking facts, if we're talking consistency.
We talk facts.
This is a team that you want to get right.
Yes, science.
Against if you are Mozzie Smith, if he is activated. And if he's not, then perhaps a move? Perhaps
but here's
going to find a guy? Who knows?
What also makes me because
with your open roster spot.
We're going to get to you in a second.
They're going to put out some feelers.
Because I see what Kyle
I'm just saying, I mean.
So to your point, Kyle, you're right. He may have misunderstood the question, but also contextually add the fact that he had a lot of praise for Thoia.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he actually. I went back and watched. I was critical of him early on.
Yeah,
and I went back and watched, and he got better.
Yeah,
he got better. He started. It was almost like he was influenced by the intensity of the guys around him.
Okay,
I feel like originally he came off and was kind of just like kind of a stick in the mud, kind of just like a big log sitting there,
a lumbering figure.
Exactly right, but then. When you start seeing Solomon Thomas, we start seeing Osa, we start seeing Marshawn, those guys were firing off the ball. Kenny Clark firing off the ball. It was almost like either get with it or get ghost, right? And exactly. So like that's when environment matters. That's when the culture that you're entrenched in matters, right? If everybody else is going hard, who am I not to go hard?
Yeah.
If everybody else is getting off the ball, right, and being intense and violent, who am I not to? I don't want to stick out like a sore thumb on film. Like, that's why this culture thing, like when I talk about culture, like that's one element of it. If everybody is doing the right thing, I better do it too.
Yep.
Otherwise, I'm going to be the guy who sticks out and gets red dotted, right? So it's important to have those kind of guys at every position that are doing and replicating the things that you're looking for as a coach, because it impacts the guys around you. So when you see moves, roster moves that are made, understand why certain things happen, right? And that's rosters across the board, but obviously people care about here at the Cowboys. When you see things that people who don't necessarily represent what it is that you're trying to enact, maybe they come up inactive. Maybe they come up not on the roster because they're not embodying what you need from your team.
But then the question becomes, because I see where you're angling with the roster spot.
Yeah.
If you're hearing Jerry Jones, the owner and general manager, speak so highly of your rookie draft pick in Jay Thoia, behind obviously Kenny Clark, who had a fantastic game. The question I will pose to you, since you are angling toward free agency, what's the likelihood of you hearing Jerry say something like that about his rookie draft pick, and then simultaneously going out and getting a free agent, a veteran?
Different skill sets, completely different skills.
Yeah.
So the person
I posed it to you. So you
I don't want to keep saying the name, right? I just say the initial CW. I don't want everybody to be throwing it out there because I would love for the Cowboys to be able to go snatch that person up. And I know
you want him to crack the
correct,
line.
exactly. I want him to. Well, yeah, exactly. Well, I don't want other teams to listen into our podcast because I know it happens and go out there and steal our guys that we're looking at. But if they were to go sign this individual who is one of the top D linemen in football and especially in free agency, he's an impact player. He's a guy that automatically gives you the versatility up front. And people are going to say, well, you have Solomon Thomas, you have, Kenny Clark, you have Osa. Where does he fit in at? He fits in. There's a thing called a rotation. When I was with the Giants and we won the Super Bowl, it was because one of the major reasons was because of the rotation at the defensive line position. Your old defensive coordinator out in Washington has a rotation of guys on that defensive front, and they're all nasty. Guys come off the bench, they come into the rotation, and these guys have impacts. So you don't have to have all the guys out there at every single down, but it allows for you to have a 3-down front. It allows for you to have a 4-down front. It allows for you to have a 5-down front. No matter what you want to do, goal line set. You can go out there and goal line. Now you can stop some things, right? So there, you can never have enough impact D linemen. It's like it's just you just can't, right? And if you know that your position group of depth right now, currently on defense, is at the linebacker level, how does it hurt you having more guys up front that can do their job? If you can have more guys that require offensive linemen to now scheme up and say, hey, I need 2 guys on this guy, it frees up your linebacker. And linebacker is whose favorite position?
Matt Eberflus.
Thank you very much.
Defensive coordinator. I don't think there's a question about the individual you're speaking of as far as on-field play.
Not at all. We know why he's not on the roster right now.
Was he hurt for a little bit too?
That was a speculation. He had one. Supposedly, the story is he had one surgery, and the team said they needed him to have a second surgery, and he said no, and then they released him.
Yeah,
that was the justification for the release. I don't believe that was
locker room, right?
I don't believe that the injury was the reason for the release, but I think that was the legal way to release somebody. So I believe
he's out there.
Nobody knows. I definitely don't know what his status of his health is, but if he is healthy, snatch him up.
Well, you've touched on CW for a while. Is there anybody else out there that kind of gets that sort of
not
spark?
That's free agent? Not that's a free agent.
No, that's free.
Yeah, not that's.
So you'd have to.
You don't
move.
There aren't
around.
players. There aren't players like that have that much impact that are just sitting at the crib.
I'm curious.
They're just not.
No.
Those are guys that, I mean, look at his previous contract. That lets you know exactly how impactful he is.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, he makes it.
I mean, you got him out there. Deshaun Williams, apparently. Linval Joseph, Quentin Jefferson.
None of these really.
No. Nothing's really.
No. He's a guy that if you add him to your D line, the offensive lines are like crap.
No,
nothing quite tickles the fancy with those names.
Yeah,
not quite.
No. Kyle, don't be the
Can't
don't
put
be
your
the
finger
butt
on
of
it,
the
really.
joke, Kyle.
You said what?
Don't be the butt of the joke.
Oh, you're right. It's probably a good idea. Any other news and notes there, Pat?
Not at the moment, no.
Jerry and Steven talked earlier. We kind of mentioned a little bit about Jerry Jones and his words today on 105.3 The Fan, flagship of the Dallas Cowboys.
Available at DallasCowboys.com.
Yeah, it's all on there right now. There wasn't anything crazy of substance. They were talking about the CPA and the contract negotiations and whether or not there's a violation of the CPA. There's no violation whatsoever.
And they talked about, which basically Jerry validated the report that the Philadelphia Eagles put in an offer for Micah, and we're moving past the Micah thing on here, but Jerry did speak about this morning. So really quickly, Jerry said that there was no counteroffer from the Cowboys to the Eagles because that was a hard no matter how you looked at it.
And what was the report from Jay Glazer in terms of the numbers?
3 firsts, a third, a fifth, and more.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Face him twice a
But that
year.
Bugs Bunny gift? No. No. So, no, that wasn't going to happen.
Absolutely not.
So, and of course, Micah made his debut for the Green Bay Packers. Got himself a sack, chased down Jared Goff from behind.
He made
Garbage.
tremendous impact. He did what he did. He did what you expected him to
He did
do.
what he did.
Yeah. He was fourth in the NFL out of 56 edge rushers that were graded this week one.
Yeah,
in terms of PFF grade.
we all know what he's capable of doing. It is what it is. You'll see him in a couple weeks.
I'm really
Mickey made me feel a lot better about it on Mix Shots yesterday when he was talking about it.
Really?
It was
What did-
garbage time. Like,
Which a lot of it was. The sack was definitely garbage time, but he made an impact.
it is no doubt that he is a great player. He's a problem for any offense.
Sack. He forced an interception.
Absolutely.
He forced double teams. He forced tackles for loss.
But if you want to feel better about it, go listen to me.
don't make yourself
Dismiss it entirely.
don't act like he's not one of the most dominant players.
he still is.
He is.
He is.
And
No doubt.
you'll see and have to figure out what you want to do with him in 3 weeks.
Yeah, he's going to have
But I will
4
say-
sacks in 3 weeks.
I will say I'm extremely interested just to see how this timeline plays out for both the Packers and the Cowboys. Because, I mean, there's just no denying you can try to cope all you like, but Micah is still going to be Micah. That being said, it's also true that, man, Kenny Clark.
But great.
Ooh, buddy. And the Cowboys also, although they weren't able to get home more than once on Jalen Hurts, they were one of the league leaders in pressures applied in week one. So there's
Such an
something
opportunity to
away.
just turn that whole unit into just
there's something to take away
dominant,
from
man.
there.
When you already know that once your cornerback room gets healthy, that you're going to have one of the most feared secondaries in the league. If you can have one of the most feared D lines in the league, what does that do for your team?
We've seen it.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like there's a way to have a roster and be like, okay, yeah, we're good up there. We're good. And then there's a way to just you guys remember like the game in the arcade where you drop the little coin in and they have the little shelf that keeps pushing it to the edge. Like right now you have your coin sitting on the edge, and if you place the proper coin in the proper spot, dude, and you can just push all those coins off the edge and just say, dude, now we're nasty up front. Like, make the move. Do it.
You currently have the capital. You can do it.
Yes. I love how committed you are to this. You really are.
Why not now?
It's his QB vision.
Yeah, maybe.
Why not? Why not now?
You got the cone from the old man.
I mean, the one thing that I keep going back to is the whole conversation we had in the offseason about culture, locker room, and getting the right type of guy.
Absolutely. And some guys can be influenced. I don't know that person. But we just talked about how Jay Toya, how he was influenced.
Yeah.
His play was influenced by the guys around him.
But that's a different type of
we don't know
conversation.
We don't know.
We don't know.
We don't.
Maybe he needs the right culture around him.
We don't know.
Maybe.
He's multiple coaches in at this point, though.
Yeah, that's kind of my thought. It happened in Clemson. It happened early in his career. It happened with
the
the Raiders.
Right culture.
Yeah, we'll see.
I hear what you're saying.
We'll see.
But.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I like the commitment. I don't see it's possibly happening. I don't see it happening. All right. When we come back,
Tickle my fancy, Kyle.
Talking Cowboys, we're going to take your phone calls. 888-855-2297. I know we've got a good one lined up to ready and start this second.
Hot and ready?
Second segment right after the break with more Talking Cowboys.
AT&T has a new guarantee because most things in life are not guaranteed, like getting through self-checkout by yourself.
Warning, each item must be placed in the bagging area.
Not guaranteed.
Place item in the bagging area. Place item in the bagging area.
You know what AT&T guarantees? Connectivity you depend on, deals you want, and service you deserve. Or we make it right. Terms and conditions apply. Visit att.com/guarantee for details. AT&T. Connecting changes everything.
Every day begins with a promise to work hard and to build a future. That's why we're here, providing the tools, expertise, and John Deere equipment you have relied on for generations to help you get the job done right. We're with you. That's our promise to you, because no matter the project or the challenge you're facing,
we're with you. We're united. If you're looking for fresh American roasted coffee that gives back, you need to head to your local grocery store and pick up a bag of Black Rifle coffee. That's right, America's coffee is now available in the coffee aisle of a grocery store near you. Black Rifle Coffee Company is veteran-founded with a mission to give back to those brave men and women who have served our nation. Every bag, box, or can you purchase helps support that mission. Head to your local grocery store and roast yourself some Black Rifle coffee today.
As America's leading business lender, Bank of America is on your corner and in your corner. With over $9 billion in business loans and more than 140 business specialists right here in North Texas, we help businesses thrive so communities prosper. What would you like the power to do? Learn more at bankofamerica.com/local business. Bank of America, official bank of FIFA Club World Cup 2025. Copyright 2025 Bank of America Corporation, all rights reserved.
Back to Talkin' Cowboys.
Back here on Talking Cowboys, this segment is brought to you by Invisalign, the official smile of the Dallas Cowboys. Patrik Walker, Josh Rodriguez, Isaiah Stanback, Chris Beam in the back. I'm Kyle Youmans. What a Monday Night Football game we had last night, too. Vikings coming back to win and defeat the Chicago Bears.
Those darn Bears, man.
What are you pointing at?
You pointed at me and said Josh Rodriguez. I didn't.
No. I said Josh Rodriguez, and then I said Isaiah Stanback.
Am I delayed?
Yeah, you're delayed.
A little delayed.
I think you're on a delay.
Come on, man.
You glitched. Like you glitched like the Bears.
Like, what are you talking about?
You glitched like the Bears did last night. Like the Ravens did Sunday night.
We were gone for a while. I don't think we ever got Isaiah Stanback.
It's okay. We'll get it back. We'll get it back soon. Bears look like they're in midseason form through 1 week. And remember, the Cowboys play the Bears in week 3.
Let's go.
Was that Josh? Or
No,
was that Tommy?
That's Tommy Yars.
Oh,
Okay,
resident
well, now play
Chicago.
play the other drop beam to talk about the Bears. Oh, brother! These guys.
Oh man, that was not good. Not good for the.
Not
Bears.
a good showing.
And they play Detroit in week 2, and then they turn around.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Sorry, Ben Johnson. Sorry, Caleb Williams, Romeo Dunze, Colston Loveland, Cole Kmet.
They are going to get that corrected.
We'll see.
They're going to get it corrected.
Maybe in
Just
week
kick
4.
the ball out of bounds.
You have confidence in what
I have
the
confidence.
Bears
I have
shown
confidence
you?
in Ben Johnson. Their first half was solid.
You have confidence in him.
Their first half was
As a
solid,
head-
and
as a
then
head
I
coach?
feel as if certain aspects, certain players,
Then Minnesota
stopped focusing. on
Then
the
Minnesota
details.
decided to eat.
No, for sure. Minnesota's going to
They
Minnesota.
turned it
I
on.
mean,
Their
look at the
defensive line.
coordinator. I mean, he's freaking amazing. But Ben Johnson, there's no way he allows.
There's no way.
There's no way. I don't have faith that they're going to be like an amazing team, but I don't think that you're going to see that performance again.
Yeah,
I don't believe that. No.
Well, they can figure it out in week 4.
Yeah.
That's where they can figure it out. We'll see. All right. You know what day it is. You know what time it is. It's time for a Talkin Tuesday.
Call me now.
We've got some callers on the line. Our first caller, Mike in New York. We're going to try and hit 8 calls today.
Let's
Mike,
do it.
what's on your mind?
Got to be in and out.
What's going on, guys? As always, great to talk to you. I was impressed by the Dallas Cowboys running game. Obviously, I think Williams and other guys did good. I want to have Blue back. And then my biggest concern is I'll be there in a couple of weeks to see the Cowboys play the Jets in New York. CeeDee Lamb, come on, buddy. You need to make some catches. I understand it happens, but come on, dude. How many drops did you have? Like 4? Come on.
4.
Appreciate you, Mike in New York. Always brings the energy. He's one of my favorite callers because of it. And
Love it.
He quick, got it in, got it out. Talking about the run game first. What did you think about the run game? We've kind of hit it for the most part, but the more I look back at it, I think there were good things. I also think there were some not so good things, especially in that second half.
I think that when was it perfect? Absolutely not.
No.
Was it wildly upgraded over last season? Absolutely, it was.
Was it though?
6 rushing touchdowns. You got 2 rushing touchdowns in the first.
So
quarter.
I know. I'm not talking about the rushing touchdowns. I'm talking about the effectiveness of the run game. Rico, I mean, we sat here and danced for Rico Dowdle 3 or 4 times.
I think it was effective enough to get you the win in Philadelphia. I don't know that. I think that you want more. Like Shad even said, he wishes that they had more swings at the plate when it came to Javonte Williams. I agree with that statement. I do agree with that. I would have liked to see a few more handoffs.
He had
to
15
Javonte,
carries,
but he made the most. A handful put you at 20, right?
Sure.
So
grab a handful.
Yeah, grab a handful. Pause. So
Miles Sanders.
Yeah, that's where I would like to see a change, because when we did the mock 53, I had Jaden Blue as my RB2 behind Javonte Williams. Unfortunately, with Miles Sanders, what you got, and I saw Miles Sanders do some good things. He had a couple of solid runs. He had some good pass pro, but that fumble was backbreaking, right? Yeah. And thankfully, Dak Prescott turned into a linebacker and helped save the game at that point, at least kept the Cowboys in position where they could come back and try to win the game. But I would like to see Jaden Blue and Javonte Williams. I want to see that combo against the New York Giants. But when you talk about what Javonte did and was able to do, average more than 4 yards per carry for the majority of the game, you saw the push that the offensive line was able to get. I know Isaiah loves that because that's his baby, the offensive line, and getting that push. They were moving some bodies down there. Yeah, they were moving some bodies.
I know. We got to go ahead.
Just really quickly, I like what I saw from Javonte Williams. I think that last year over this year, to kind of play devil's advocate to what Patrik is saying, I think you did sort of see a lot of the same. The results are a lot of the same for what the Cowboys run game gave you last year.
Yeah.
I think Javonte Williams has more juice than that, but I think you're sort of running into a redundancy with Miles Sanders, where it's like you're not getting enough of juice there, change of pace, by virtue of making Jaden Blue inactive. That's something that I wish would change, but then again, Brian Schottenheimer talked about it. As far as consistency goes, Jaden Blue needs to step up in certain ways to earn his active spot on game day. So
that's a good point.
I just don't know that there was enough change of pace.
Yeah, we'll get in real quick because I know we have to get 8 callers somehow. But less about the player, more about the scheme. Love the scheme. Love the scheme.
Scheme was good.
Love the scheme. You got a lot of
that's encouraging.
You got a lot of wham blocks. You got a lot of backside cutoffs. This style of rushing attack is going to have some big plays if your receivers block on the next level. That's really what it's going to come down to. In terms of the front seven, though, with this type of running scheme, if that was the week 1 performance, I'm excited for what's to come because the offensive line's only going to get better. The timing is only going to get better. Their landmarks for blocking is only going to get better. Like, everything's going to improve. Like, that should be the worst that you've seen it right now. Now, obviously, you'll see different schemes, different defensive fronts, different all kinds of stuff, right? That will change as the season progresses. But if that is the scheme that they're going with, I like it. I like it a lot.
Cynthia from Laredo is on the line. Cynthia, what's going on?
Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I just have a quickie here. I just wanted to be on your first Talkin Cowboys.
Hey. Love you, Cynthia.
I tell you what, I'm very excited. I'll be a Cowboy fan, win or lose. I'm there all the way. And I just have to give you all a big shout out to my cuatro amigos. Okay,
hey, I like it.
Especially my hermano over there, Josh. Okay, guys, I just wanted to wish you all a fantastic year. I missed you all off season, but I just wanted y'all to have a very blessed year, okay?
Thank you. Cynthia, you are the best. And we're still waiting on a trip down to South Texas for some of those tamales as well.
Right.
We're going to make it happen soon. Very nice. Thank you, Cynthia.
Love you, my cuatro amigos. Bye-bye.
Yes, ma'am. Love you as well. All right, let's go to one of our – you talk about consistency. Consistency is key. This guy's consistent. Nebby in Silver Spring.
Let's go.
What's up, Nebby Noseball?
Hi, guys. Thank you so much for taking my call. Listen, even though I'm not happy to say the least that we traded Micah Parsons. I still have faith in this football team, and guys, there are no moral victories in the National Football League, of course. But after seeing how we played against the Philadelphia Eagles, I believe we can be a playoff team. And of course, once you're in the playoffs, anything can happen. And I'm not saying I'm taking the New York Giants lightly, because I'm certainly not. But after seeing how they played against the Commanders, I think it's important for us to get control of this game early and put the Giants away as early as possible. Although, before I go, to be honest, that's going to be hard to do, considering how the New York Giant defense is pretty good and will probably keep them in the game. Take care. Thanks for being patient with me. Have a great week, and of course, as always, go Cowboys.
Yes, sir.
Love you guys. Bye.
Love you too.
Love you, brother.
Nebby knows ball. And talking about that defensive line for the Giants.
And he does.
That's the thing. That's the thing I keep pushing back on is you can't count this as a win immediately. No matter how well Dallas played in week 1, The Giants are done being the doormat, and at some point they will be done being the doormat of the division.
You can't take any win for granted. Or you can't take any game for granted.
Especially when they have that defensive line.
That defensive line, I love that defensive line, and I don't necessarily think they have the best coaching staff in New York, but if those guys decide to turn it on against you, I mean,
yeah,
I think there's plenty there, but
don't play with your food.
For all intents and purposes, exactly that. Don't play with your food. Take care of business.
Don't play with your food. Like Nebby said, get out to a fast start. It's your home opener. Choke them out, right? Just boa constrictor. Choke them out, right? You start, and then you constrict, and by the time you get to hopefully the third quarter, they can't breathe, and it's game over.
And all day long, you'll put them in dog.
Maybe. I ain't messing with him. Let's go to the next caller.
All right,
next
caller. How about let's go all the way up to Minnesota. Lester in Minnesota is on the line. What's going on, Lester?
Hey guys, how you doing this morning?
What's going on,
man?
Hey, I'm doing good. I call in on Storyline a lot, and my tag is until we get an offensive and good defensive line at the same time, this is what we got. So, but that being said, I really like the offensive line, with how they played. I saw a lot of trap blocks and other sort of blocking schemes that I didn't see very much up until this year. So I really love it. They did a fabulous job, man. And I do think we do need to improve our defensive tackle spot a little bit better. I'm sure they're working on that. And I think we played a good game, man. I know there's no moral victory. I don't believe that either because I played football as well, but in high school. But, hey, I'm liking what I'm seeing. And one more thing, man, we need to get Pickens the ball a little bit more. I understand, CD is the man, and I'm not saying he's not. But, hey, man, we got to get – I don't want another Cook situation. I want to see Pickens. He's really good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Emotional damage.
That's all I got, boys.
Thanks, Lester. Appreciate the call. It sounds like he's listening to Isaiah Stanback. He says he likes the blocking scheme on the offensive line. You need to add one more piece to your defensive tackle room, and you need to get George Pickens the ball more. Those are three of Isaiah's calling cards this week.
Very much so. I totally agree with that young man. It was a good call.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Very well done.
I think the Pickens targets will come organically. And I also think that's less of a conversation. Although it's a rightful point, it's less of a conversation if CD comes up with those passes, as he normally would. So, but I think
Pickens will have
there will
be next week.
There will be games where Pickens is out targeted by CD.
Will be
CD
and
vice versa.
Let's not forget the Eagles made it a point to take away George Pickens.
Yep, they did.
Which schematically is that one reason the Cowboys traded for him in the first place.
Yeah.
To be able to drag that cloud.
There are going to be days where these guys switch roles.
Yep.
Right? One person will be
and that's the beauty of having them both.
Yeah. And this we'll talk about the Giants later, but they will both have
good call.
And had we won the game, had CD caught those balls that he did drop, it would be a different story. You wouldn't be asking about the
CD
total count of Pickens' contribution.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out if that was actually Lester or if that was Isaiah calling
as Lester
somehow from across the table. Or was it a recorded call?
Lester.
I didn't see his phone.
You're the best.
Oh, no.
All right.
AI.
Let's try and fit one more caller in before the break.
Choke it out, Kyle.
Dan in Florida. Dano, what's going on, man?
Dano.
Hey, guys. How are you, man?
Good to hear from you.
Yeah.
Been a minute.
Yeah.
What's on your mind?
I used to have my own version of Talkin Cowboys weekly with Dave Campo, but now he's moved, so I'm kind of lost again,
Well, now,
but
you still got a home here.
You are now fine.
Yeah, I know. Hey, I'm glad Isaiah was. I watch the line. I really do. I just enjoy watching line play. I tell you, I was impressed with Terrence Steele. Nobody's really saying much about him right now. I mean, I know it's one game, but he looked like a different ball player than last year. Again, one game, small sample. But it's one game that he can build on. And the other thing, I think defensively, the Clark pickup, obviously very huge. I like the kid from UCLA, and I always pronounce his name wrong. Yeah, right. I like him a lot. I think
I think Mozzie's days are gone. They've come and gone. My personal opinion, he's had 3 years. I don't see any real growth or improvement. That's just me. What do I know? But I'd give it to that guy. But I think the thing you take away from that game the other night is Hurts killed everybody with his legs.
Mm-hmm.
If Overshawn is on the field, that's not going to happen.
Thank you.
And so I'm thinking when he gets back, and I know they're saying it's around Thanksgiving. I've also heard maybe earlier. I don't know. But I think, him on the field is going to be huge for that defense because defensively, Eberflus had them playing pretty well. And I think offensively, Schottenheimer did a great job. I thought his game plan was great. I thought he did a great job. I thought Dak was impeccable. And again, I thought the line was really outstanding. And granted, Carter was gone. But you know what? If Carter was in, they were going to double him. So you don't know if he was going to be a game wrecker or not. If you've got BB and Booker on him, I don't know. I may call that a draw personally, but just wanted to see what you guys have to say about that. Again, I think there's a lot of positives that come out of that game, and it kind of really upsets me because I sit back and you look at the difference in this team in game one versus the difference the last couple years with McCarthy in game one, and there was a hell of a lot more discipline in terms of penalties. Okay. So I think there's a lot to build on. Yeah. Just wanted to say, hey, guys, how you doing? And that's what I got, man.
Dano, you're the man. Appreciate the
Dan.
call, as always. Patrick, I'll defer to you on there because I know you kind of agree with some of the points there.
I do, especially. Thank you, Dano, for highlighting Terrence Steele. I think Terrence Steele had a pretty strong game in week one. You look at, we were talking about how Tyler Booker fared well. Jalen Carter wasn't on the field, but you play who's lined up against you. And Dano makes a good point. If Jalen Carter's there, likely gets doubled up with combo blocks with BB and Booker. So no point in discussing who wasn't there. But when you look at what Tyler Booker was able to do, I think that helped Terrence Steele be able to cook on the right side because Terrence Steele only allowed 3 pressures. He was singled up one-on-one coverage 73.5% of the time. This is via Next Gen Stats. And his time to pressure allowed 3.07 average was the second best, only to Tyler Guyton, who had the best on the team. So Terrence Steele, he did well in the run game, which is his kind of claim to fame, right? He did very strongly in the pass game. So it is something to build on. Yes, it's a small data set. It's just one game. But again, you build on it. And there you go from there. So, yeah, a lot of people are overlooking Terrence Steele right now.
And of Terrence Steele, just looking at PFF currently, his run blocking grade for week one was 78.9.
Is that good? Seems good.
It seems pretty good. It's 6th overall in tackles.
Yeah, seems good.
There was one element there that I disagreed with, and he was talking about how this team looks more disciplined and looks better in week one than the Mike McCarthy-led teams did in week one. They hadn't lost since 2022 in week one, and they defeated the Browns last year 33-17 in a dominant game. And honestly, when he brought up DeMarvion Overshown, that was the first game that came to mind for me of trying to limit a mobile quarterback. Exactly. Demo was insane in that game.
Yes.
Yeah.
Against Deshaun Watson at that point in time, and he helped control that. Same sort of deal can happen with Jalen Hurts in the future. And did you?
I did. I was like DeMarvion Overshown speed.
Yeah.
That's needed here on a couple of those Jalen Hurts games.
And then you go one more. Sorry to continue. One more year further, 2022 or no, 23, 40-0 against the Giants. Mike McCarthy's teams were for the most part ready for week one. I know it was kind of back and forth between 2020 and then 2022, but the last 2 years they were fine.
Let's not talk about week two, but
week two's different. Week two's a different conversation.
But in that same breath, if you don't have DeMarvion Overshown, what are you doing not giving Maris Leofow snaps? Yeah. What are we doing, man? He's the most athletic linebacker you have.
I think that's just the.
I get it. I know.
There's familiarity between Sanborn and Eberflus, and then you trade it for Murray. So of course those two guys are going to get the first crack. But I agree.
When you have a mobile quarterback like that, I think your antidote at this point without DeMarvion Overshown is Maris Leofow. Get him on the field.
He controlled the controllables. The opportunities that he had really good reps.
Mm-hmm. That's good to know.
So I do agree.
After the break, we're going to hear from John in Alaska. We've got 6 callers down. We need 2 more. Get on the phone, 888-855-2297. More Talkin' Cowboys on a Talkin' Tuesday after this.
AT&T has a new guarantee because most things in life are not guaranteed, like getting through self-checkout by yourself.
Warning, each item must be placed in the bagging area.
Not guaranteed.
Place item in the bagging area. Place item in the bagging area.
You know what AT&T guarantees? Connectivity you depend on, deals you want, and service you deserve. Or we make it right. Terms and conditions apply. Visit att.com/guarantee for details. AT&T. Connecting changes everything.
If you're looking for fresh American roasted coffee that gives back, you need to head to your local grocery store and pick up a bag of Black Rifle coffee. That's right, America's Coffee is now available in the coffee aisle of a grocery store near you. Black Rifle Coffee Company is veteran-founded with a mission to give back to those brave men and women who have served our nation. Every bag, box, or can you purchase helps support that mission. Head to your local grocery store and roast yourself some Black Rifle coffee today.
Welcome back into Dear Doctor, the show where I answer life's questions with an ice-cold can of Dr. Pepper. Sheila, let's hear from our next caller, would you?
Dear Doctor, my friend supported me during a tough time. But what's the right gift that says, thanks for being a shoulder to cry on?
Okay, this one's easy. I say give her a delicious Dr. Pepper. Nothing says, thanks, girl, better than a one-of-a-kind soda. Yes, any Dr. Pepper flavor will do. Now, just a reminder that I don't need to be a real doctor to know that Dr. Pepper is the one you deserve.
It's the official men's skincare brand of the Dallas Cowboys, Jack Black. And right now, Cowboys fans can get 15% off their $75 order. Plus, because every deal needs a playmaker, your order will include a free 5-piece skincare set and free shipping. The Jack Black Playmaker is 4 of Jack's favorites and a full-sized intense therapy lip balm. Make a play for the Playmaker at getjackblack.com/Cowboys with the code CowboysVIP. That's getjackblack.com/Cowboys with the code Cowboys VIP.
Back to Talkin' Cowboys.
Back here on Talking Cowboys, we need to have 3 more calls by the end of this show. We've got less than 10 minutes to do it.
That means you got to be in and out.
John in Alaska.
Not a sponsor.
Good morning.
What's up, man?
Not much. How you doing, guys?
Doing great. And you were very early in the morning out there, right?
Yeah, 6:41.
Good
Still
for
a little
you.
Dark.
It's lunchtime.
But, all right, so I'll make it quick. First, I didn't get to ask you last year who you thought your Dallas Cowboys Rookie of the Year might be. For me, it was Cooper Beebe, and I'd be curious to hear who you think maybe your Cowboys Rookie of the Year this year might be. For me, I'm picking Ezraku. Secondly, I'm okay with the Parsons trade, but a big if they can get value for those first-round picks. So wait and see for me. And finally, I'm picking the Cowboys to beat the Giants 27-19 this weekend.
Attaboy, 27-19 would be awesome. John, thank you again for the call. Thank you for getting up early out there in Alaska and listening from out there. You are the best. All right, Rookie of the Year, who do you think?
Tyler Booker.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. He's going to start every game as long as he stays healthy. Knock on wood. He's going to start every game, and he's going to get better as he goes along.
I mean, he's going to be a mauler.
I think he's just going to be a dog.
Be a mauler.
Right.
For the sake of redundancy, let me say Donovan Ezraku.
Okay.
Just from what he's shown in camp, I know he didn't have an excellent week 1, but that's a tall task going up against the Philadelphia Eagles. I think he balls out this game. I really do, especially against the Giants O-line.
I have a 1 and a 2. Is that okay?
What's the one?
My 1 is Tyler Booker.
Okay.
My 2 is off the top rope. I'm coming with Shamar James.
Who was inactive in week 1.
Who was inactive in week 1, but I think by the end of the season, if certain moves are made, I think you will see more sets with 4 linebackers, and I think that he finds a way into that rotation, and he is an instinctual player. I'm not sure why he was inactive. He's a young player, but I believe that by the end of the season, he will be a key element to that defense.
I think as more players earn more trust with Matt Eberflus, you will see players like that step up.
I could foresee Kenneth Murray, Maris Leofau, Shamar James, very fast second level.
I love that. I just don't see Shamar overtaking Damone. I don't see it.
Yeah,
it's different sets. There's different sets, and matchups matter. I love me some Damone. I love Damone. That's my little bro. But certain sets are for certain individuals and skill sets, and certain matchups you can mix and mingle that. But again, if you're mixing up a 4-3, 3-4, depending on your opponent, the abilities of your linebackers matter.
Well, if we're doing 2, then give me some Jaden Blue in there.
Okay.
Once he gets
active, too.
Once he gets on the field.
I like it. Good call, John. Very nicely done. All right, this next one, I'm going to say this, and I don't want to get fired because Chris Beam literally says, "Don't ask me," in the text for it. It's Hoodie Kush from the Basement Boys. I don't know what any of that means, but what's up?
What's going on, gentlemen?
Is this a storyline thing?
I've never heard.
I don't know.
I think he's in the chat mostly.
Most of the time,
What's on your mind?
He is.
Shouts to Hoodie Kush.
Hoodie Kush. Oh, that's what that's means. It's the Hoodie Kush.
Yeoman.
All
You
gas.
kill me, Yeoman.
Thanks. Thanks, man.
Fucking messed up my train of thought.
Yeah. What's on your mind?
So the one thing, I was on Girls Talk, Boys Talk yesterday, and the one thing that struck a chord with me is the fact that no one's talking about this, and it's something that we've been plagued with through the McCarthy regime. Pre-snap penalties. I mean, granted, we had one. What was that? The 12 men on the field.
Yep, just the one.
So, is that not refreshing? Does that not speak to the discipline and culture of what this new regime is implementing? I remember before we were plagued by 14 penalties or pre-snap penalties in one game, being the playoffs. So I just wanted to expound on that. And as far as the linebackers is concerned, I'm not too worried. First game of the season, new regime, everybody's getting their feet under them. So I'm willing to give them grace. How about you guys?
I like it. Good call overall, Hoodie. I appreciate you, man. I think there's a couple elements there. One, the pre-snap penalties. Yeah, that is refreshing.
Quite.
It's very refreshing.
Quite.
I mean, if we're talking about a change in culture from McCarthy to Schottenheimer, one of the biggest indicators that I saw, and this is a graphic that popped up at the end of the third quarter, was penalties. We had 3 going into the fourth quarter and ended with 4 for 42 yards. Last year, you averaged 7.5 per game.
There you go.
Right there.
And then what was one of the main things that a lot of people wanted to see from Tyler Guyton improve upon? Penalties. He had 0. And then you look at pre-snap, obviously, like we said, only 1. And Shotty put that on the coaches, 12 men on the field. He said the coaches got to be better with getting that play call in faster.
They will be looking for
and then look at and then
looking for it. They'll be looking for that.
And then flip.
That was awesome.
What are the 5 fingers?
Yeah, now.
What are the face?
Cold-blooded.
It was pretty sick, though.
Flip it to the defensive side.
Let's not get it twisted.
Ball.
That was cool.
That was.
I'm going to save that gift for a while.
Yeah.
Do it again. And on the defensive side of the ball, Sam Williams was plagued with the same thing, penalties before he went down with injury. And the Eagles tried to bait him on that 4th and 4. He didn't bite. So, yes, refreshing. Absolutely. Good call, Hoodie Kush.
Great call.
Hoodie sounds like a super villain, by the way.
What does Kush sound?
His voice is like. He had a super villain voice.
The laugh.
Yeah.
I was like, what did I get into here? He was like, oh, you're killing me. I'm like, yeah, sorry. I didn't know what your name was. All right, Jim in Pasadena, you're our final caller of the day. What up, Jim?
Good morning, man. How are you?
Good morning.
Doing well, sir.
Hey, I agree with you guys. We need a home run hitter from the backfield. Javonte Williams gets you the hard yards and first-level routes and pass protection. He's a poor man's Ezekiel Elliott, but we need a home run hitter. So we also need a thumper in the middle at defense, someone like Bolton from Kansas City. So what I'm asking you, with so many premium picks coming in 2 years, would you give up a second rounder for a cat that could fill the middle, or a home run hitter from the backfield, or even a third rounder?
No, that's a no.
That's a negative Ghost Rider.
I don't know.
So first of all, thanks for the call.
Thanks, Jim. Appreciate you, man.
Thank you, Jim.
I would not give up any of that right now. I think that you have guys on your roster that can fulfill those roles. They just need to be given the opportunity. Again, we're 1 week into the season.
Yeah.
We're 1 week into the season. You were going against the defending Super Bowl champions. There were certain elements of your game plan that you had to be sure of. You couldn't be just rolling the dice on some guys. If you had any uncertainty with some of your rookies and guys that you feel as if they can contribute later on in the season, you were going to hold them back a little bit in this particular game. But against like the Giants, I would imagine that some of these guys probably will come off of the inactive list and will have some opportunities. So you have to understand what you were walking into, and you can't play everybody. You got a 53-man roster. Only 48 guys can suit up. There's limited spots available. Sometimes you have to go a little bit safe, especially when you're playing the defending champs.
Yeah. I think and plus you want to go upgrade your roster from the outside looking in right now. You don't want to spend draft capital to get somebody.
No.
For sure.
Don't wager your future right now.
Not at this point. You have to see who you have.
Yeah, you got to.
Week 1 is not an indicator of what the rest of the season is going to be.
Remember, September football is September
I was
football
just
for
about
a
to
reason.
say, you got to get to October before you actually know and you have enough data to be able to start to say, well, this person is going on this trajectory. This other person maybe pull them back. But yeah, you need at least 4 games.
All right. 8 calls down. Good job, everybody. Hey. Great calls across the board. Had a lot of good conversation.
That was efficient call.
I love Talkin Tuesday. Good to have it back here on the Cowboys Radio Network. We'll be back tomorrow. We're going to preview the Dallas defense taking on that New York Giants offense. Russell Wilson was named the starter by the Giants.
Yep.
So
thank you.
That's supposed to be
that boy is good. Good and terrible.
It wasn't bad.
Brian Schottenheimer versus his former quarterback.
Was he good?
He was not bad.
But was he good?
We'll talk.
We'll talk tomorrow. See what that defense has in store for the New York Giants. For Patrik Walker, Josh Rodriguez, Isaiah Stanback, Chris Beam answering all the calls in the back. I'm Kyle Youmans saying so long from Talkin Cowboys. We'll see you tomorrow morning, 9 a.m.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys?